This episode of the Rocker Skating Podcast is brought to you by John Wilson Blades. For more than 329 years, John Wilson has been perfecting the art of blade making in Sheffield, England. And while their history runs deep, their eyes are always on the future. That's why they created the Revolution, the world's most advanced figure skating blade. It is the perfect fusion of centuries-old craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology, delivering unmatched precision, responsiveness, and performance. That's why the majority of world and Olympic champions trust John Wilson. Because when history meets innovation, you get the revolution. Welcome to the Rocker Skating Podcast. This is not what you're going to expect from a Rocker Skating Podcast because it is a very special episode, another very special episode. If you didn't catch the first very special episode on Christmas, that was Jason Brown's interview, please go back and watch it. But this one is a different thing. This one is two figure skating podcasters talking about a show about gay hockey players. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Jackie.
Have you recovered?
Not really. Not really.
I haven't either.
Oh my gosh. It is an Olympic sport, you know.
It is
We're
an
not that
Olympic
far off.
sport.
And they do go to the Olympics.
Yeah,
Oh.
they do. And they do watch figure skating.
Yeah.
Fair warning. So, podcast listeners, if you have come this far in this episode and you're like, what the heck is going on? And you're curious, go on and continue to listen to it because this will be unhinged. But fair warning, there will be spoilers galore because
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about this like we didn't watch the show. And for those of you who know, I'm going to tell you anyway, but those of you who don't know, this is about the new show, Heated Rivalry, that originally was a Canadian show from a distributor called Crave that got picked up by HBO Max
Bless up.
and has been spreading like wildfire.
The
And
cultural zeitgeist.
for real, like for real true reason, like that it is
Yeah.
such a good show. And I don't think any show has left an imprint on me quite like this since Schitt's Creek. I think that was the last one where I was
Yeah.
like, you know, like just clinging on to everything.
Yeah.
But this one also hit different, right? Because
Yeah.
Schitt's Creek was a comedy. This one is meant to be a drama,
Romantic drama.
a romantic
Yeah.
drama. And Schitt's Creek has, you know, all kinds of different storylines and, you know, 6.5 or 6 seasons or whatever it was. And this was 6 episodes
Yeah.
of 1.5 relationships, really. I mean,
Yeah.
it was 5 full episodes of one relationship and 1 episode of another, one and a bit of
Yeah.
another.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
What TV series has only 6 episodes? What season only has 6 episodes? We need more.
I mean,
And like, come on.
that goes to show the sort of small
Yeah.
purse that this show got, right? Like
Canadian tax dollars.
I don't think any of the yeah, exactly. I don't think any of the people who were putting this show together would have thought this would go so big.
No.
But there's a wide range of people out there who are like, of course this was going to go big.
Yeah.
This genre goes big. Like they've been begging for this kind of genre to come out like this for years. I mean, Yuri on Ice was a thing, right? Like Yuri on Ice was a version of this genre of, you know, boy love or, you know, male relationships that are like so fantastical and romantic.
And
But
secret.
that was a cartoon.
Yeah.
This is like a show with real people in it, and it's like it hits very differently.
Yeah. I feel like there's been a desire for something like this for, like, over a decade. I mean, I think back to, like, the One Direction fandom, and, like, there were lots and lots, and there still are lots of women in that fandom writing fanfic about the guys in it being secretly gay and in love with each other. I mean, you know, the Larry fans, hashtag Larry, and I don't know, it's
The
incredible. It just
Larry
hit
fans.
yeah, it just hit, like, at the right moment, and I don't know, I also wanna say, like, we talked about this a little bit, it's incredible how I started the show thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be some fun, smut," and it
Yes.
was at first, and then it, like, became this incredibly emotional drama that was so, like, wholesome and beautiful and just so satisfying, and
We
yeah.
we all thought that. We all thought this was gonna be
Yeah.
6 episodes of smut, and we were
Yeah.
all in it. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, let's
Yeah.
this is hot men and,
Yeah.
hockey and
Yeah.
a little bit of drama and stuff, and it's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, yeah, this is, like, good mindless fun." It's like,
Yeah.
it's like if Emily in Paris was, like, a smutty gay hockey
Yeah.
drama, right?
Yeah.
Um, but no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It became a very different thing, and
Yeah.
I never read the books. I didn't spoil
Uh,
myself by reading the books, and so
yeah.
I had no idea what was going to happen, and I'm glad I didn't because
Mhm.
it was just it was such a lovely surprise every turn of
Mhm.
the way. Okay, for real this time,
Mhm.
spoilers ahead. So if you do not want to listen to any spoilers, and I implore you, if you have a heart, go and watch this show. It is
Yeah.
just so good. But we're gonna start talking about stuff that happened
At the cottage.
at the
At the
cottage.
cottage.
Wait, but how did you get into this show? Like, how did you learn about this show?
Okay, so I was on Twitter and I saw somebody was talking about how, the NFL posted a Thanksgiving message and they had used the font and, like, color scheme from Heated Rivalry, and they were, like, saying, like, "Oh, someone, like, pulled this joke on the not NFL, NHL, the NHL, National Hockey League,"
Yeah.
and they accidentally, like, put out a National Hockey League Happy Thanksgiving message in the Heated Rivalry font,
Ah,
and they were saying, like, "Oh, someone at this organization played a joke on them, like, they would never do this," and I'm like, "What is that?" And then shortly after that, I saw the trailer advertised to me on Max, so I watched it, I was like, "Oh, I'm watching this." I added it to my list,
oh
and then when it came
wow.
out, I watched it that first day. But,
So
yeah.
I
How
I
about
knew
you?
about I knew about this, like, over the summer.
Uh-huh.
Um, my Instagram feed is, like, full of, like, upcoming shows for some reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's like I heard about, The History of Sound, that, Paul Mescal and
Oh,
Josh
yeah.
O'Connor movie that just came out. I heard about that, like, years ago when they were first starting production. I was like, "When
Mm,
is this thing coming out?"
yeah,
And so anytime there'd be something, like, remotely queer in the, like,
yeah.
um, the in the entertainment space that was
Mhm,
coming up, I would hear about it. Like, Heartstopper was like
mhm.
that, Overcompensating was like that, right? Like, and I saw and I saw this in the summer, and it was like, "Oh, it's a Crave original series." I'm like, "Okay, okay, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to figure out how to, like."
Let's be some smut on a
Yeah.
weird app.
Well, yeah, like, how am I gonna watch this? I have to
Yeah,
watch this. It looks interesting.
yeah.
And there are, hot bodies on it,
Mhm.
and then HBO Max picked it. I was like, "Okay, well, easy."
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Um, so that's sort of how it happened.
Yeah.
But even when it came out, I wasn't, like, eagerly anticipating. I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
when it comes out, I'll, like, binge it all at once."
Yeah.
And then everybody around me started talking about it. I was like, "Okay,
Mhm,
I have to watch this."
mhm.
And I thought the whole thing had come out already,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
it turned out it was only 2 episodes, and the second episode and I was like, "That's it? There's what else is
What
there?"
a tease.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tease.
Mhm,
So yeah, so that's how it started.
mhm.
And now I so I had watched all of those episodes, the first 4,
Mhm.
and then when I was coming home from Japan, I did a marathon of the first 4 and then watched the 5th,
Yeah. Nick and I
and
watched the 5th, like, right when it came out, and then we had to, like, not tell you stuff because
I
we were, like,
know.
waiting for you to watch it.
And then last night, I did a
Mhm.
whole marathon of 1 through 5
Mhm.
and then watched number 6,
Mhm.
and I have to temper myself, right? Because I have all the feels with the show,
Yeah.
and I don't want to dilute the feels by watching them
Uh-huh.
too many times,
Yeah,
so
but it is rewatchable. You, like it's interesting to watch it again, you pick up new things.
yeah,
Um, because it's not as cheap smut as it seems like it's gonna be. There's a lot more going on, and you pick it up on the rewatches.
yeah. Should we start with the cheap smut, though?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the opening episode, I do remember seeing this, on Instagram where they
Mhm.
had, uh, put out the clip of the gym scene
Yes, I did see that, yeah.
where they had, like, just worked out
In the
and
middle of the night.
yeah, in the middle of the night, they had just worked out, and they were sitting on the gym floor and just sort of, like, very, like, just, like, look at each other
Yeah,
lustfully, and
yeah.
and,
Sharing a
Ilya
water bottle.
Ilya basically exerts his dominance
Yeah,
over Shane and, like,
yeah,
establishes this relationship of him being the dom and
yeah,
Shane being the sub, um, and gives him the water bottle, and
yeah,
then he drinks the water bottle,
yeah.
and then Ilya goes, "More." And I'm like, I was like, "Is this gonna be what the series is about? I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to watch it right now."
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like I know, I think that those actors, like, their authentic chemistry and, like, the way the scenes were written, it just, like, sucked you in and made you, like, interested in the characters.
They are so good.
Mhm,
Hudson Williams as Shane Hollander,
mhm,
Connor Story as Ilya Rozanov,
mhm,
uh, or the 2 more characters we'll talk about at some point,
mhm.
but those 2, my goodness.
Yeah, especially seeing them in interviews and how different like, I'm always surprised that acting is like, "It's real, it's real." Their personalities are so different than these characters, and, like, especially seeing Connor put on the Ilya character, it's like he's like a shapeshifter. It's crazy.
It's something. I gotta say,
Oh,
the first episode did hook me
mhm.
when, uh, Ilya was going up the elevator and so they started playing Sea Lion by Feist,
Yeah.
and we'll bring some figure skating into this because Sea
Yeah, yeah,
Lion,
who was that skater?
Natasha Mackay, her
Yes!
short program from 4
Yeah.
years ago, it was one of my favorite pieces of music.
I remember we asked her who choreographed that, Canadian guy. What was his name? But it was great.
Mark Pillay?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh." The soundtrack is also so good.
Yes. And then there's these little nuances that come in later, like there's in the 3rd episode, which is about a different set of guys. There's a scene where one of the guys tells the other one of the guy's female best friend tells the other one, he deserves sunshine. And then, I don't know, are we doing spoilers? Are we doing spoilers?
Oh, we're doing spoilers.
When Shane has won the cup, which is like, I don't know, what is it in the NHL, the National Championship Cup or
The
whatever?
Stanley Cup. Oh, you're
Stanley
talking no, no, wait,
Cup!
you're talking about when Scott wins the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, when
Or
Scott wins the
wins the
Stanley
cup. It's not the Stanley Cup, it's the cup.
the cup.
They don't call
He
it the
wins
Stanley Cup.
the Rosenau Cup. And he, like, calls Kip, who his adorable boyfriend, down from the stands. They're playing a song that's called "I Deserve Sunshine,"
Yeah.
and I didn't get that till Twitter pointed it out to me. I'm like,
Yep.
"Oh,
The
yeah,
the
'cause Scott deserves it too."
the way that I love a show or a movie
Mhm.
with Easter eggs, and I love
Yes.
callbacks, and I
Yeah.
love it when you watch it a few times and you're connecting things, and you're like, "Oh my god," like,
Mhm.
these were real
Yeah.
details that, they were slaved over
Mhm.
for hours, days, whatever it
Yeah.
was,
For us to discover.
yeah, by the great Jacob
Yeah.
Tierney. I mean,
Yeah.
he just did such an amazing job with
Yeah.
everything.
But,
Um,
like, on the sunshine theme too, I mean, that was like that for that couple, but then with Shane and Ilya in the cottage episode, I mean, it starts with sunshine when Shane's picking him up at the airport, and then they're in that cottage that has all those windows, and it's
yeah,
like, uh I was on edge that whole final episode with those windows and the sun everywhere. I was like, it just anyway, yeah.
there was I was realizing also that there was a connection on in the final episode to the opening episode of
Mhm,
their first hookup.
mhm.
So their very
Yeah,
first hookup, this is when they played Sea Lion,
yeah.
and he goes up the elevator. Ilya goes up the elevator, and then uh, the elevator stops, and he sees Shane's mom, and Shane's mom was gonna
Oh,
go downstairs.
yes!
Less about that,
I
but that
forgot
that
about that.
that part was always hilarious. He's like,
Yeah,
and then breathes a sigh of
he was
relief,
not deterred.
and then he goes upstairs to Shane's room,
Yeah,
and also uh, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about adult things like
yeah.
sex. Um, the he goes in, they have their first hookup,
Yeah,
and it was um sort of Ilya pinning Shane up against a wall in the
yeah,
dark, and
yeah,
Shane goes down on him.
yeah.
And fast forward to the cottage
Uh-huh.
where Shane was going to put down the blinds in his, you know,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
windows full
Oh
of
my
a
god.
cottage full of windows,
Yeah,
and Ilya's like, "No, we're gonna keep these
yeah.
blinds
No
up."
dark.
And it
Yeah.
was the exact same configuration
Interesting.
of Ilya pinning Shane on the
It's all
wall, and
choreographed.
if incredibly choreographed, and
Yeah.
it goes from, smut to, like,
Yeah.
romantic smut, right? And
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just um,
Uh-huh.
it was just so good.
It's funny too, these guys, like, they feel so intensely for each other, but it takes them, like, almost a decade to actually even admit it to themselves and to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8
Um,
years.
but,
But,
like
the
yeah.
Ilya Rozanov character is so complex in
Uh-huh.
I mean, both of them are very complex characters, but, like, you really feel that the repression of him being Russian and his
Mhm.
family, and
Mhm.
the fact that he was, like, sort of out at
Mhm.
home being
Mhm.
bisexual, and, like,
Yeah.
Svetlana knows his best girlfriend slash
Yeah.
sometimes hookup
Yeah.
woman. Um, and, like, there are people who know, and
Yeah.
he feels like he's an outcast in Russia because people think he's, you know,
Different. Yeah.
different, and, his brother calls him the F word in
Yeah.
Russian and all of that sort of stuff, and, him just sort of repressing all of it,
Mhm.
and then Shane being Asian,
Mhm.
half Asian,
Mhm.
and having to deal with issues of, being a perfectionist
Yeah.
and all of that sort of stuff. And, um,
Having a really intense hockey mother.
yeah,
Really, really intense.
can we talk about Yuna?
Yuna. When Ilya brought his mother up and he said, "Her name's Yuna, right? And is she Japanese?" I 100% thought Shane was gonna be like, "No, she's Korean." Because Shane, the actor, Hudson, is Korean in real life, but I guess she's Japanese in the book. He's like, "Yeah, she's Japanese." So, yeah, Yuna. Like Yuna
You,
Aoki.
yeah, yeah, like Yuna, okay, or Yuna Shiraiwa.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Yuna, Shane's mom is Yuna,
Uh-huh.
and Ilya's mom is Irina. I mean, I
These
know
are
those
these are
are.
figure skating names.
I know. I kept being like, is it Rachel Reed, the original author of the author of the original books? Rachel
Uh-huh.
Reed, do you? Are you a figure skating
Well,
fan?
I think she would know what the short program is called, if so.
Well, okay. All right, we're gonna get into this one. So what Michelle's referring to is
Yeah.
in episode 3, there is
No, 2.
oh, it was episode 2.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Episode 2, they're in Sochi
Mhm.
for the 2014 Olympics.
Sochi.
And the hockey guys from the US, which
Mhm.
it actually includes Scott, the guy
Yeah.
who eventually comes out in episode 3, were like, "Oh, you want to go to short
Short
form
form.
figure skating
Yeah.
tonight?" And I'm
Short
like,
form men's figure skating.
"Short form men's figure skating." And I about lost it.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to rewind multiple times and like read the closed caption to
Yeah.
see like, did I get that right? Did you just
Yeah.
say short form figure skating?
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they did.
Uh-huh.
So Jacob Tierney, I don't know what you did with that, but
You need to watch some figure skating coverage with us.
short program. You're a Canadian. You're a
Yeah,
Canadian
yeah,
gay man. You should
yeah,
know that it's called the short
yeah,
program.
yeah.
Um, and then fast forward to short form figure skating. Dylan Moskovich makes a cameo
In a
as
1970s figure skating costume.
as the Canadian figure skater Joe
Yeah,
that that Shane is training buddies with
yeah,
at home.
yeah.
Um, and he does a double toe and then ends his
Uh-huh.
program, and we were all confused. As figure
Yeah,
skating fans, we were like, why would you do a double toe and end your program?
yeah,
And I was like, it's either that he really backloaded his program and did his combination at the end and
yeah,
did a double toe, or it was a choreographic double toe or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
It
Katie
was
Taylor doing a triple Lutz as her last element. But that's a triple Lutz, it's not a double toe.
a double toe, a choreographic double toe. Anyway, Dylan Moskovich, maybe I need to text him and
Dylan Moskovich was on the Canadian Olympic team with Shane Hollander in Sochi.
yeah, exactly.
It's funny because that he got like Jacob Tierney gets that so wrong, like the name of it, the element, like just all that stuff. Yet the idea of the Canadian men's hockey team being friends with the skaters, like I'm sure that's true. I bet a lot of them came to see like Tessa and Scott compete in Sochi and in Pyeongchang. Like Scott was obsessed with hockey. He's friends with all those guys. But
Yeah.
it's like that kind of friendliness within the team at the Olympics, that is real. Yeah. I mean, I was joking last night. I think we need a Tessa and Scott cameo in season 2 when they go to Pyeongchang. And they don't even have to, like they could just, like, not identify who they are, just have them, like, run into Shane in the Olympic Village and be like, "What's up?"
I wonder if the 2018 Olympics is part of the books. I don't actually know.
Well, I
Guess
looked
we'll
up
see.
the timeline last night, and the summer at the cottage is summer 2017.
2017. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
gotta be, because Russia wins, or Olympic athletes from Russia win the hockey, and Canada's 3rd. So, Ilya's gotta get
Shane.
his Olympic gold medal because Shane already has one.
Shane.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
I
was also thinking we need a Kirsten cameo because
yeah,
she
we
was
had a Dylan one.
left out of Sochi. Should have been on the ice with Dylan. And she could play a women's long form figure skater named Joanne, and they could go see her compete.
Okay, speaking of fake names, I think you were surprised by
Yeah.
this. I was it took me a while to put two and two together and
Uh-huh.
realize that the names that they use for each other, that
Oh,
Shane
yeah.
and Ilya use for each other, are basically plays on their own
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
So
Jane
Shane is
is Jane.
Jane.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
that for
Yeah.
people to be like, I had no idea. I was just like, I had no idea for
I
like
did. Yeah, I
multiple
know because
episodes.
Jane is like basic girl's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ilya is Lily,
Yeah.
which is like very close.
Rearrange the
And
letters.
and then
Uh-huh.
Shane's like sort of girlfriend, Rose,
Uh-huh.
is like
Oh.
Rosanov.
Oh. Oh my god.
all these things.
Yeah. Rose Landry, I think, is supposed to be like Jennifer Lawrence, like, with the older brothers and playing the blue character in X-Men. What do they
Oh,
call
is
it?
that
Yeah,
uh
what was that it was called,
she was the shapeshifter. Who's the
like
shapeshifter? Oh, Mystique?
yeah,
Was it Mystique?
X something she called them, in the show, but yeah, and then she was getting the makeup Mystique, the yeah.
Was
I
it
don't know, and I
Mystique?
feel like that conversation she had with him that was so, like, kind, but also like, "Yeah, it's okay, whatever, cool, let's be best friends." Is very J-Law.
But you know what? The thing that I appreciated about the show
Mhm.
too is that there was no like there was no reason for like gay tragedy.
Yes,
You know,
totally. Oh my
like
god.
you
No,
know,
kill your gays.
you're like you know, as a gay man growing up with like
Mainstream
movies and
media.
things, right? Like it's like the first really big thing that you saw was Brokeback Mountain, and
Yeah.
tragedy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you see other depictions of gay men and what happens to
Mhm.
them, and it's tragedy, right?
Yeah.
And it's the fact that we've had shows like Schitt's Creek and like Heartstopper, right?
Mhm.
That show that gay and queer people can have happy endings,
Yeah.
right? Like uh, that hits home a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and I wrote an entire paper about representation for Asian people
Mhm.
in media, and the fact that we had an Asian Canadian person who was
Mhm.
the star of this show
Mhm.
is also like such a thing. And for me, that like I say this all the time, like uh, uh anytime I see an accepting parent,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
fall into the puddle
Yeah.
because I
That
like,
was, like, really well done, that scene at the
yeah,
cottage
yeah,
when, Shane is telling his mom that he tried so hard to be straight, and it's like he's so earnest about it, like, he's like, "I'm really sorry, I tried to be this way and I couldn't," and it's just like, ugh, and her reaction was just really well done, and you could I just felt like that just open, complete acceptance from her was, beautiful. It was really good, and I think it was important too to show that.
yeah.
Mhm.
So important for all kinds of things,
Mhm.
and it sort of goes to show also like that the relationship between his parents and
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah.
how even stuff like the way that he came out to his parents
Mhm.
was that his dad allowed him to have the room to come
Yeah.
out to his parents. Not like it wasn't
Confronting
like
him.
he
Yeah.
didn't confront him, nor did he go and like run back to his wife and was like, Guess what happened?"
Yeah.
Like she was completely shocked because he
Yeah.
didn't say anything to her.
Yeah. That was great too, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so that was I mean, that episode, I was so nervous, like, someone's gonna see them, and it's not me on the pontoon boat with my binoculars looking in that glass house, but, when his dad showed up, it was like, "Oh," and it's like you felt the tension, you felt all the tension in with Shane, but then, like, like, you also kind of knew, like, it was going to be okay, and then it was, but his dad seeing them and just, like, running out of the house and driving
yeah.
away, it was funny, and it was funny on Twitter too, like, a lot of the memes that I was seeing, like
Oh,
yeah,
so many memes. That's all I
yeah,
got now is
yeah, but
memes.
the fact that his dad didn't tell his mom he saw anything was great. I was
Yeah,
like, it was very healthy, like, emotionally healthy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I also loved once his mom, like, got her mind around it. She was like, "Okay, we can monetize this. Let's tell your sponsors." Like, "Oh, this is just a new detail. Okay, we can handle this. Let's go. We can make money off of this." Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and that was great too. That's how she is, she's so career motivated and, like, promoting him motivated, and it's like, "Okay, well, this is this new thing, let's use it."
But
You
but
know?
also but also it's like, she didn't care. She just wants her son to be happy. And like
And to be good at
she's
hockey.
she yeah, she could hug it. And she's literally like, Shane, you are in love with Ilya
Yeah,
and you don't hate him,
yeah,
and that's okay because
yeah,
he makes you happy. That's
yeah.
great.
That
Um,
scene when Ilya walked into their house and was standing there like a little boy,
oh my god.
like he got in trouble.
And he said lovers,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
and Shane was
like,
like
Jesus Christ.
Sh Sh Shane was like, "No, that's gross."
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole last episode went by in, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, it
totally. I love that we got a little Scott and Kip at the beginning too, and Scott's speech I thought was great. Um, I mean, I would like to think even in 2017, coming out like that would be really I mean, I feel like it would. People on the internet would be so excited.
yeah.
I don't know anything about hockey. I don't know how they would react, but I feel like there'd be so much positivity outside hockey that it would, influence the tide of response. I love Kip. He's so cute.
Can we talk about that milkshake, the blueberry
Oh
the
my god.
smoothie?
There's no banana in that smoothie.
There
It's
there's no
liquid.
there's nothing in that smoothie. It is blueberry juice.
Yeah. When you put banana in stuff, it makes it, like, thick, and
They
that's,
could
like,
have at
sloshing around.
they could have at least made
Yeah.
this, like, magical blueberry smoothie a
Yeah,
little
like, it'd
bit.
be purple, it'd be great. Come on. There's a Heated Rivalry store, and I was looking at it because they have, like, pins, and they have those
They
banana
have
stalks,
the socks.
but the shipping is crazy. To ship to the US is,
That was
like,
Canada.
$27, but to ship I was gonna send it something to Barb's house and then just have her bring it to me. She lives in Toronto. It was $15.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
"My order was $30. This is crazy.
I
You
mean,
guys are crazy." I don't know
they
what
had
the
no
deal
budget.
is.
They
Yeah,
had
I
no
know.
budget.
I know. I figure they'll get that figured out very soon when they're getting cash from all the streaming this is doing on HBO. And also, it's so funny how HBO probably had no idea that there was going to be, like, on the day that the Stranger Things series finale comes out, there'd be hundreds of thousands of people on Twitter telling Netflix, "Who cares? We've got this show on HBO to watch."
HBO Max, whoever made this decision,
Hey, give them a raise.
yeah, good job.
Lots of bonuses. A big holiday
Um,
bonus. Yeah.
oh, we haven't even talked about some of the, like, pivotal moments
Mhm.
in those, like, middle episodes. The club scene with all the things she
Yes.
said. I the the fact that that one scene has single-handedly brought back that song from the
And
90s.
they're playing it at hockey games.
Yeah, tattoos, all the things she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
With
never appreciated that song as much as I do now.
Yeah, I know, with, like, the long yearning stares at the club,
Oh,
with, like, just lights flashing and the music blasting. I saw Tattoo so I've of all the Olympics I've worked, I've only gone to the opening and closing ceremony once. I went to both in Sochi, and Tattoo performed, I think, at the closing, and I got to see them live playing
and
that
of
song,
course
and it
they
was
did yeah,
so
of course they did all the things she said.
I know, it was so ironic because it's just ridiculous. We go into Sochi with this cloud of, like, homophobia, and they're, like, all their anti-gay propaganda laws and all this stuff, and then they're like, "Let's get our, Russian girl group to sing their song about, like, lesbian Catholic school love at this one of our big ceremonies that's gonna be broadcast worldwide." I'm like, "Are you hello?" But anyway, I was there for that gay propaganda. It was fabulous. Yeah.
There was apparently controversy about how it's actually not that gay.
Mm.
I'm not gonna talk about what that actually
One
was
of
because I don't have all the
one of the
information.
girls in the group has been pretty openly homophobic and said some bad stuff, but that's been, like, in recent years. At the time that it was popular, I think they were pretending they were in a relationship or, like, they
Interesting.
were, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
which is all the better that they had a cover of all the things she said
Yeah.
that also then played,
Yeah. Yeah.
which closed that episode.
Yeah.
But there was that episode, and there was,
The bridge scene. Under the bridge.
oh, we're gonna talk about the bridge. Yes, we're
Okay.
gonna talk about the bridge. But
Okay.
but the end of episode 5,
Uh-huh.
when Scott comes
Oh,
out and
yeah, yeah.
brings Kip down, and
Yeah.
then Ilya calls Shane, and he goes, "I'm coming to the cottage." And
Shane's like,
and, like, and both episode 4 and episode 5
Uh-huh.
both cut to black,
Yeah.
and both times I yelled at my television. Like, it was that kind of
Like,
moment
"No."
of, like, "Oh my god, what's gonna
Yeah.
happen next?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Jacob Tierney,
Yeah.
such a great job with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the bridge scene,
Okay.
or whatever, the tunnel scene.
Yeah. Yeah,
Connor's
so
story, the West Texan, who
shapeshifter.
has never spoken Russian in his life,
Yeah. I
speaks a
mean,
lot of Russian in
I'm
this.
I'm learning Russian, I've been learning for many years. He did a pretty good job with that. I mean, it was sounded good. And yeah, and it was so emotional.
It
Oh my
was.
god.
Like,
And I
I just cannot imagine, like, it's hard enough to, r you know,
yeah.
act out and recite words, right?
Yeah.
And make it the kind of emotions that you want it to in your
Mhm.
own language, and
Mhm.
for you to have to do it in a language you've never spoken before.
And make it sound real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
I okay, just I mean, I keep like I need to stop like touching graphs and thinking about reality. But in reality, there are so many Russians in hockey in the United States and in Canada. There's the teams are full of them. And I have to believe that Shane understood some of what Ilya said at the end there when he was like telling him he loved him in Russian. And I'm just thinking Shane just like went with it. Like he just was like, "Oh yeah, I don't understand any of that."
Yeah, I don't know. Oh. But yeah, I mean, that was the moment when Ilya, after 7 years, 8
Yeah.
years, finally.
Admitted that to himself that he loved
Y
Shane.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. More than more than anyone.
More than
Only
anything.
him. Yeah.
Yes. I
And then
mean,
he
it was
hated
insane.
Russia.
Yeah. Th
I think he really felt it, like, he kept saying, oh, he wanted to go, he had to go back for the summer, it was like an obligation, and I think
Yeah,
he finally admitted to himself that it was an obligation, and he
right.
really didn't have to go, and then he
Well
started thinking about getting another passport.
well, and it was the whole thing about, like, him not having anyone, right?
Yeah.
That was very evident in
Mhm.
that tunnel scene where he was like, you know, "My mom's gone, now my dad's gone, now
Mhm.
my crazy brother I'm estranged to, and, like,
Mhm,
I
just
have
wants
no
my
one."
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
"I have no one." "Well, I have Svetlana, but she hasn't I don't love her like I love you," like,
Yeah.
that whole thing,
Yeah.
and it was just, it was so gut-wrenching,
Mhm.
and just, it's, like, such a beautifully done scene,
Mhm.
and like, again, for him to do an entire monologue in Russian
Yeah.
is, and have it be that convincing, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
have people who speak Russian be like, "That's very convincing."
Yeah.
That's just a
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. He's a shapeshifter.
yes.
I learned that he speaks French too. I guess he lived in France for a
Oh
while and
my
he can speak
god.
French.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a linguist.
He's a
Like,
savant.
he just
Yeah.
has a knack for languages, seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. I think it's interesting too, he was in the Joker movie with Lady Gaga, and he played the young version of the Joker, I guess, when he was in jail, which I guess should have been kind of a breakout role, but the movie flopped so hard it, like, didn't. It wasn't. Um, yeah.
That was the thing. There were people who were like, it's so good that that movie flopped because he would not have
Yeah.
been in this show
Yeah.
had he, like, had his fame rose before
Yeah.
this. Oh my lord.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, I wanna talk about Kip.
Talk about Kip
Kip
and
is
his
such
abs.
like, okay, he's this character this is just beautiful writing. He is a starving artist who lives with his dad in Brooklyn and works at a smoothie shop that's surprisingly large in Manhattan, And
Yeah,
yet
where is this smoothie
I
shop?
know,
I
it's
have
like a Jamba Juice in the suburbs, it's so
no
big.
idea where, like, and also, by the way, Scott Hunter, I love you, but your running
He can't
stance is
run.
a little bit nuts.
Yeah. I feel like that's the first time he's ever run. I do like that he runs in basically, like, skin-tight clothing that shows every inch of his
It's
body, and he
it's
thinks he's,
important.
like, in the closet, and he's running around like that with clearly everyone in Manhattan's gonna be like, "Damn," when he
It's
goes by.
important. It's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. But Kip, like and it just so happens that on top of all of this, he has which is not addressed in the show, must be an insane gym addiction because, like, when he takes his shirt off, he has the most muscles I've ever seen in a way that doesn't look, like, offensive. Like, it's just the the ones on the sides, the obliques, like, oh my god. Yeah. He's a little prince.
Well, apparently, in the book,
Uh-huh.
Kip is described as someone who works out a lot.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah. I
it
understand why he needs
tracks.
all those extra shifts at the smoothie shop because he's gotta pay for his, like, private
Trainer,
coaching at Equinox. Yeah.
he's working out at Equinox.
Yeah. He doesn't,
There's
pay
no
he
way.
lives with his dad because he can't afford rent because he has to spend all of his money on the gym.
On the gym. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love Kip's bestie who's just, like, so excited for all of this. Yeah.
The women on the show,
Yeah, they were great.
right? Between Elena, who's Kip's best friend,
Uh-huh.
and Svetlana,
Uh-huh.
who is Ilya's best friend, and
Yeah.
then eventually Rose Landry, who
Uh-huh.
becomes Shane's best friend. Like, they're all just so like, go,
Yeah. Supportive.
have the loves of your lives and go
Yeah.
do your things. And
So the first time I watched episode 5, I noticed like when Svetlana is talking to Ilya in Russia, like after she breaks up the like fight with his brother, and she says she mentions Jane and says it like Shane, and then she says Shane. Jane, she, he is a lucky girl or whatever. Like basically admits that she knows. But earlier, when they have that scene on his bed and they're just talking earlier in the episode, she asks him these questions about Hollander before
oh
they play
yeah,
the All-Star game, and, like, she knows.
oh yeah,
She
oh
been
yeah.
known. Like, she knows.
I mean, she walks in on him watching a documentary on Shane's
Yeah,
cottage
yeah, 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 yeah.
while
Yeah.
he's doing yoga
Yeah.
in his backyard,
Yeah.
which then
Yeah.
they referenced in the
Yeah.
last episode,
Yeah, yeah.
which I love. Again,
Yeah.
the just like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
and then the reference at the end of um the shoe
Mhm.
tapping that was in the first
Yes.
episode to the
Oh,
last episode. Oh, it like
yeah.
so much of that, and it just eats you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Svetlana, but yeah, but back to Svetlana. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I think she had known for a while.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She's like, could you just tell me that it's
Yeah,
Shane
yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
stop?
Yeah.
Excited for season 2 when Hayden finds out that Boston Lily is Ilya. Hayden
His bestie
is Shane's best friend.
who has, like, 12 children.
Yeah.
I loved the scene when they went to the aquarium and he went with Hayden. Shane and Hayden go, and Hayden has his new infant with him and his 2 daughters, but you never see them. You just hear them like screaming off scene, but they're never on camera. I guess they didn't want to hire like the children actors, but
Oh
also
yeah, that
like
probably
it
would have
was
been
just,
expensive.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The thing that they did on the show, my goodness.
So I also loved how Shane's mom got so defensive about Ilya potentially because Shane and Ilya come up with this plan for Ilya to go to Ottawa so that he's closer by and he could get Canadian citizenship more easily than American. And then Shane's mom is like, "You to leave Boston? They drafted you." Like she got a hockey mom all of a sudden. It was great.
And then she's like, "You would leave Boston for Shane?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Yes."
Like, who
And he's
cares
like,
about Boston?
she's like, "Where's the loyalty?" You're like,
Yeah. I'm loyal to your son.
hockey moms.
Okay, so when I was looking for heated rivalry merch, I was looking for like pins or something, and they were so expensive shipping. And then I went on Etsy, and I looked to see if they had anyone, and I saw one that was a Shane Hollander Ottawa something, and I'm like, is that what's going to happen? Is Shane going to end up going to Ottawa too? I don't
Oh,
know.
don't tell me these things.
Well, I don't know because maybe it's in the book. Maybe he was at
Yeah,
Ottawa.
yeah.
I don't know.
I am not reading the I'm gonna somehow keep myself
Yeah.
unspoiled for the next season.
Okay. Yeah. But they've gotta go to the Olympics. If they leave that out, I'm gonna be and you know what? They should, like if they go to skating at the Olympics, we should help them make it more authentic. The
Hey,
venue has to be purple. You need Jackie in the background of a shot tweeting.
Jacob Tierney, if you're listening to this podcast and you need figure skating experts,
Yeah.
this is the way to go.
And I'm pretty sure that Kirsten can do a triple toe. Still.
Post baby.
Yeah, as soon as the baby's out, I'm sure she can get it back, and she can do a triple toe in the women's long form.
Yeah, the long form.
Mhm.
The long
Mhm.
form. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. I I I think we've gushed plenty about this show. If you're still with us, folks, I'm willing to bet that by the time we're
Yeah.
here at this part of the episode, it is now a cross between heated rivalry fans who have somehow found this podcast episode
Mhm.
and figure skating fans who love heated rivalry, which
And
I
watched it
I
all
know
with
there are
us.
many of them,
Yeah.
and some very confused figure skating fans who somehow fell asleep early on in this episode who are just waking up and are like,
Yeah.
what are they talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to watch it again. And I have another flight that I'm about to go on that I'm probably going to go and
You're going
watch it again.
back to Asia.
Back to Asia.
I mean, you should have probably just stayed there. That's a lot of flying.
I probably should have.
I mean, you would have been away from Franklin a little extra longer. I mean, and your husband obviously too. Is he coming with you?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay. Well, then he would have met you there. I mean, that's a lot of flying.
There's a lot of flying.
Yeah.
Well, as Ariana Grande says, I have no tears left to cry. After Japan Nationals
Mhm.
and heated rivalry episodes 5 and 6,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can't. But also, what a joyous way for us to end this otherwise crazy year
Mhm.
with two of the best things that we have gotten all year long, Japan
Mhm.
Nationals and
Mhm.
heated rivalry.
Mhm.
Can't wait for
Amen.
season 2, which won't happen for a while.
It'll be if it airs in winter 2027, we'll
That's
be
too long.
we'll be older. We'll
That's
have a
too
whole
long.
new crop of skaters.
I know. Oh,
But okay, so they started playing in 2007 on the show. They didn't go to the Vancouver Olympics. I'm guessing because they were still too young and they were like rookies. Um, but theoretically, they should have 2 Olympics in the next season if
I,
it covers the same time span.
yeah, I was surprised that the book didn't have them go to the 2010 Olympics. I know they went to the 2014 Olympics because it was
Yeah.
Russia and
Yeah.
there was significance to Ilya and all the Ilya story and all of that.
Yeah.
Um, but I think given how good they were from the start, they
Mm.
probably would have been,
Yeah.
unless the 2010 Olympics didn't have professional hockey players. I think it did.
Mm.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, Anything else that you want to leave our audience with for heated rivalry?
God, I have so many things. I don't know. If you haven't watched it yet and you're still here, like, I'm sorry, but, I'm probably gonna watch it again, and so is Jackie, and, you should watch it too.
Yeah, agreed. I want to just leave with the my reiteration of how great it is to see an
Yeah.
East Asian character be a lead in a gay romantic drama. Like all of those things. Not that I see myself in Shane. I'm not a hockey player, but like it
Yeah.
just it's just you feel seen, you feel represented,
Yeah.
and the things that he has to some of the things that he has to deal with as an Asian kid,
Mhm.
I was very
Mhm.
I was very empathetic about. But I also saw a couple things online where they were like, oh, it shows that like Ilya is a good leader and Shane
Mhm.
is a good player. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's not fall into that because Shane was also the captain of
Yeah.
his team
Yeah.
and he led his team to 2
Yeah.
cups.
Yeah.
So don't call him just a good player just because he's like more introverted
Yeah.
and insular in the way that he leads.
Yeah. Yeah. I just hope in season 2 we get some more of them playing hockey together because that scene of them playing together at the All-Star game was really fun.
Yeah, like nobody saw any of that,
Yeah.
any of the like flirting on the ice.
Yeah. I yeah, I think
His dad was like, "All-Star game? That's where all your chemistry was."
yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. It's interesting that's, like, such a sport that is so I wanna say homophobic, but that just has such this culture of straightness and that you don't really think about it, that, like, the people around them aren't picking up on it, but I feel like if they were in a different sport, that this everyone would be saying this. It's just like they're not looking for it.
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this special episode of the Rocker Skating podcast. I had a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. Michelle, did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun, and I'm thinking we might need to go to a hockey game in Milan.
Oh my God. Heated rivalry in
Yeah.
Milan. I still like NBC, if you are anything of a bandwagon jumper, you would invite Hudson Williams and Connor Story to the Olympics and do something with them for
Yeah, let's
hockey.
do it. Let's do it. I'm whatever game we go to, I'm gonna bring a big sign that says "Kiss" and hold it up.
All right, well, that was Unhinged. I hope you enjoyed it seriously because we've been sort of plotting something like this for the last few weeks, being like, we need to do an episode. We need to
Yeah.
do an episode. But yeah, that was Heated Rivalry. You know we'll be back for season 2 whenever that comes out. So for Michelle Ellis, this is Jackie Wong. We are both chief skate fans of Heated Rivalry
Yeah.
for rocker skating. And thank you, Tara, for listening to this and editing us because you probably have no idea what we're talking about. And we probably spoiled the entire show for you if you haven't watched it. But we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Hi.